Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Key to Learn English, the podcast where we learn English through real-life topics and human psychology in simple, easy English. Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at someone and thought, why is their life better than mine? Why are they more successful? Why do they look better than me? Why am I not like them? If yes, then this episode is for you. Today's topic is something we all do. Why do we compare ourselves to others?
Hi, everyone. Sarah, I think this topic is one of the most emotional topics we've ever discussed because comparison is everywhere. We compare our body, our looks, our money, our job, our talent, even our happiness. Sometimes we don't even realize we're comparing. It just happens automatically.
Yes, Ryan. Many people don't just compare. They also feel sad after comparison. They think, I am not good enough. My life is not important. I am behind everyone else. And slowly, comparison destroys peace, confidence, and happiness. So today, let's understand, why do we compare? What happens in our brain? How does comparison hurt us? And how can we stop comparing so much? Let's begin. First, let's understand something very important. Comparison is not always bad. Comparison is natural. Our brain is designed to compare. Long ago, humans compared because it helped them survive. They compared who is stronger, who is faster, who has more food, who is dangerous. Comparison helped humans stay safe. So even today, our brain still compares.
Yes, today we compare marks in school, salary at work, body shape, lifestyle, achievements. Comparison begins when we are children. Parents compare children. Teachers compare students. Society compares people. So slowly our mind learns, I must be better than others. If I am not better, I am not valuable. And that's where the problem begins.
One of the biggest reasons we compare is because we want to feel, I am good. I am worthy. My life is meaningful. Comparison becomes a way to measure our value. We silently ask, am I successful enough? Am I attractive enough? Am I doing enough in life? Instead of asking ourselves, we look at others. We use other people as a mirror.
Yes, if someone is doing better than us, we feel small. If someone is doing worse, we feel better. But the problem is, there will always be someone richer than you, more beautiful than you, more talented than you, more successful than you. So if your happiness depends on comparison, you can never truly be happy.
Now, let's talk about one of the biggest comparison machines in the world, social media. When you open social media, what do you see? Perfect photos, perfect bodies, perfect success stories, perfect relationships. But these are not real life. They are highlight moments. Moments people select carefully.
Yes, nobody posts their failures, their sadness, their bad days, their insecurities. But we forget this. We compare our real life with someone else's edited life. And then we feel, my life is boring. I am behind. Everyone else is doing better than me. But the truth is, you are comparing your full story to someone else's best moments. That is not fair.
Comparison is not just a habit. It is harmful. When we compare too much, we lose self-confidence. We stop appreciating ourselves. We start feeling less. Slowly, comparison becomes poison. We stop seeing what we have. We only see what we don't have.
Yes, comparison makes us blind. We forget our strengths, our achievements, our progress, our journey. We only focus on others, And when you constantly compare, you start believing, I am not enough. And that is dangerous. Because once your mind believes that, happiness slowly disappears.
Another important truth: we compare more when we feel insecure. If we are happy with ourselves, we don't compare much. But when we feel weak, unsure, unhappy, lost, comparison increases. It is like a signal. More comparison equals more insecurity.
Yes, sometimes comparison is not about others. It is about our own pain. Maybe we are not satisfied with our life. Maybe we feel stuck. Maybe we feel we are not growing. So when we see someone doing well, we feel hurt. But the pain is not about them. It is about something missing inside us.
Here is something very important. We compare without full information. We see someone smiling, someone earning, someone successful. But we don't see their failures, their struggles, their tears, their efforts. We only see the destination, not the journey.
Yes, every successful person has a story. But we forget that. We just think they are lucky, they have everything. But nobody's life is perfect. Everyone is fighting something invisible. So comparison is unfair because we don't know the full truth.
People think comparison helps them improve. They think, if I compare, I will work harder. But most of the time, comparison does not motivate. Comparison paralyzes. It makes you feel hopeless, worthless, discouraged. And when you feel this way, you stop trying. So comparison does not give progress. It takes it away.
Yes, instead of asking, how can I grow? We waste time asking, why am I not like them? Growth stops because energy goes into sadness instead of effort.
Now let's be practical. Comparison is not always bad. There are two types. Healthy comparison: when you see someone better and think, I can learn from them. I can grow too. I will try. This comparison inspires. Unhealthy comparison: when you think, I am useless. I am not enough. My life is nothing. This comparison destroys. The goal is not to remove comparison completely. The goal is to make comparison healthy.
Yes, use comparison as a teacher, not as a punishment. If someone is doing better, learn from them, but don't hate yourself because of them.
Now let's talk about solutions. Simple, real, practical solutions. Step 1. Remember your journey is different. Say this to yourself: my life has its own timing. My journey is not the same as others. I will grow at my own speed. A flower does not compare itself to another flower. It just blooms.
Step 2. Reduce social media pressure. You don't need to quit social media, but you can unfollow accounts that make you feel bad, avoid scrolling for hours, follow more educational and positive content. Protect your mind.
Step 3. Focus on your progress. Instead of comparing to others, compare with your past self. Ask, am I better than yesterday? Have I learned something new? Am I improving slowly? Small progress is still progress.
Step 4. Be grateful. Comparison makes us see what we don't have. Gratitude makes us see what we do have. Every night, think of 3 good things about your life. Slowly, your heart becomes peaceful.
Step 5. Appreciate yourself. You are unique. You are different. You are special. Say to yourself, I am enough. I have value. I am growing. These words matter. Let me say something important. You are not behind in life. You are just on your path. Everyone has their own timing. Some people succeed early. Some succeed later. Both are okay.
Yes, life is not a race. There is no first prize. There is only learning, growing, living, and experiencing. Your story is still being written. Don't judge it too soon.
So remember, we compare because we want to feel enough. We want validation. We feel insecure. Social media confuses us, but comparison steals happiness. Look at others for inspiration, not for sadness. Your journey is different. Your story is different. And that is beautiful.
Thank you for listening to Key to Learn English. If this podcast helped you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us in the comments, do you compare yourself to others? Which part of this episode helped you most? We love reading your comments. See you in the next episode, and remember, don't compare your life. Live your life.